Good morning, and how are you this morning? I thought I would take this opportunity to make a quick video for you this morning, just to start the week off in a language learning mode. Now, of course, this week, I'm sure for many of you, like for many of us, is a very busy week, and there are probably lots of things to do, and language learning may slip to the side, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Hopefully, over the holiday period, you'll get the chance to do a little more work on your language learning. And don't worry if you miss a few days here and there. Obviously, coffee break will be there for you when you want to do a little language learning. But as I say, don't worry if you don't manage to do a lot of learning in this very, very busy period. I'm actually just back from Norway. Some of you may have seen last week's video in which I was up a very chilly hill in Bergen looking over the town. I've had a fantastic week in Norway. I've got a little story to tell you about it because we've talked a lot on Coffee Break about when you make mistakes and you learn from them. Of course, that wonderful Italian expression, sbagliando si impara, by making mistakes you learn. And definitely I learned something that I don't think I'll ever forget in Norway over the past few days. I was in a bookshop buying some books. I love books, and I was looking for a particular book. I had actually just travelled from Bergen to Oslo, basically over the mountains in the middle of Norway. It's an absolutely amazing train journey, and I'll put some video content in here to give you a feel for this amazing train journey. The highest point on the route is at 1,222 metres. That's the highest station. Apparently, it's the highest station in mainland Europe. Obviously, the mountains go much higher than that, but the station itself is at 1,222 metres. And as I got off the train, just to have a quick look around in the 5 minutes or so that it stopped, the temperature was, I think, -20, something like that. It was very snowy and it was absolutely beautiful. But in this place, Finse, there is a hotel called the 1,222 metres. So it's 1222, the hotel is called. And I had a sudden memory of reading a book that had something to do with that hotel. And got back on the train, got on my phone and looked up what book is it. And right enough, it is a book by a Norwegian author, Anne Holt, a crime book about when a train comes off the tracks and then people end up in that hotel and something untoward happens in the hotel. So what I decided to do was buy that book in Norwegian when I got back to Oslo. And my aim is going to be reading this book in Norwegian. It probably will take me a long time because my Norwegian is not up to reading a full novel without the help of a dictionary. So it will take me some time. But this is the book, 1222, on the Holt. But the story about this book is that when I was buying this book and a few other books in the bookshop, I asked for what I thought was a bag, a shopping bag to take my books away with me. And I said, "Kan jeg få en pølse?" Now, I was convinced that I was asking for a shopping bag, but I got a bit of a strange look from the person in the in the bookshop, who looked at me and said, "In pose?" And I said, "Yeah, in pose." And I realised that I'd asked for in pølse, which sounds pretty much like in pose, but in pølse is not a shopping bag, it's a hot dog. So I'd asked for a hot dog with my books, and never again will I make that mistake. I will now know forevermore that in pølse is a hot dog and in pose is a shopping bag if I'm going shopping. I should have taken my own bag, but I didn't have one with me on that point, and I had bought rather a lot of books. Anyway, that was my story from Norway, the ways in which you can learn by making mistakes, and I've certainly learned by making mistakes. Now, as you can see, bit of a festive shirt on today. We're going to be doing some festive filming in the office today. Looking forward to that. I believe Pierre Benoit's coming in. He may well have a festive outfit on too. I don't know. I'll need to text him and say, "What are you wearing?" But today we've got that. We've got some other things to be working on, and we've got a Portuguese meeting this week because, of course, Coffee Break Portuguese is launching in the new year. However, I've got another massive bit of news for you this morning, and that is that we are delighted to be finally able to say you can now access the Coffee Break Club on the Coffee Break TV app. So let me show you the app. This is the Coffee Break TV app. So click on the app. Oh, we're actually in a video already. Let me come out of here. So this is the Coffee Break TV app, and you can access all of the content here with your club membership on the app. And we're really, really excited to be launching the Coffee Break TV app. It lets you do all sorts of useful things, like, for example, if you like a particular video, you can add it to a playlist. You can, of course, download the videos to the app so that you can store them for future use. And it will obviously allow you to access all of your Coffee Break Club content within the Coffee Break TV app. Now, over time, we're going to be rolling out also accessing our academy courses in the app. For the time being, we have the Irrité une fois, which obviously launched recently, but that's the app version, so you can access each lesson of Irrité une fois. And we're going to be adding more of the academy courses. And as we add each batch of academy courses, we'll be getting in touch with people who have already bought those academy courses, and you'll be able to access them on the app too. So this is an app for iOS, so iPad, iPhone, Android, any Android device. We've also got a version for Apple TV and for Roku. So all of this is now available, and we're very excited about this, and rolling it out and adding more content to that. Of course, in Coffee Break TV itself, in the club this week, we've got a whole range of festive videos. We've got all of these reading texts with our hosts. We've got festive videos. There's a coffee break with, oh my goodness me, that's a terrible hat. So we've got a whole range of festive videos there, and there will be more added this week. So there's me and Francesca in our the Sorpresa di Natale. So it's another reading text, but it's a lesson with the two of us. Likewise, we have the same in German and Italian and Spanish. So all of this content being added to the Coffee Break TV app and website, and of course within the club. So this is club content on Coffee Break TV. I hope that you're as excited as we are about the launch of our app. That's really all I've got for you this morning. I hope that you have a good week. Obviously, as I say, it's a busy week. It's a tricky week to keep up with the language learning, but I hope you manage to do so. I hope you do a little bit of learning each day, and remember things like 5-minute videos or a quick podcast episode or a little bit of Duolingo or whatever. These are the things that will allow you to maintain your language level even when things are a little busy. But for now, I would like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us all through this year. I'll be back next week, maybe not on Monday, but at some point next week with a little message for you. But for now, have a good week and happy coffee breaking.